Welcome friends. In the first video we had discussed about the first process of fabrication, that is the clean room. In this video we will be discussing the next process of fabrication, that is a wafer preparation. That is, we need to obtain the wafer from the silicon grains. Okay, from the silicon grains or the quartz we need to obtain the wafer. The whole process, how it is done, that is the second process, or the wafer preparation. In the wafer preparation, first what is done is we used quartz. Quartz has a lot of amount of silicon, but it is impure. So as we had already discussed, the silicon needs to be 99.999% pure. So to obtain that purity, first of all several chemical processes are done such that the silicon is obtained at such purity. After the silicon is obtained at such purity, the problem is that silicon has a crystalline structure, right? Has a crystalline structure. So the crystals should, all the crystals should be oriented in one particular way such that the electricity, such as the electrical conductivity of the material is good and or as desired. But when we do this with quartz or something, when we melt it, the crystal structure is not like that. It is absolutely randomly oriented. Okay, the crystal structure is absolutely random. One crystal may be like this, another crystal may be like this. So such crystals are or another crystal may be like this. So such crystals is absolutely not preferred, because we need uniformity in the crystal structure. All crystals should be facing in one particular direction such that we can have a good electrical conductivity. So how can we achieve this? What is done is we use a furnace. A furnace is being used where the silicon is absolutely melted. Molten silicon is put out here. Okay, molten silicon is put out here such that the crystalline structure is absolutely broken. And then what happens is a thing called a seed crystal is taken. Seed crystal. Okay, so the seed crystal is slowly dipped into the silicon. Okay, slowly dipped into the silicon, and then it is slowly pushed up while rotating it. Okay, first of all, why do we rotate it and what happens when we do such a process? This is that when we slowly pull it up, because of the adhesion forces, the silicon particles get attached to the seed crystal. Okay, the silicon particles get attached to it and slowly crystallize, that is, slowly becomes solid. And if we do not rotate it, then a lot of silicon particles can get attached. To determine how much thick we want how much thick in radius we want this circular wafer to be, so we rotate the seed crystal, okay, such that the extra particles can drop off. The extra particles drop off, and after that what happens is the seed crystal, after we get this, the seed crystal is slowly pulled up, and what we get is on the seed crystal a totally circular bar. This is circular, okay, a totally circular bar of my silicon from the furnace. So after we get the silicon circular bar, it will look something like this. So what happens is we cut off these edges. Okay, we cut off the edges such that it looks something like a rectangle. It is not a rectangle, it is circular on the edges, right? You know, because this is a circle, cylinder to be precise. So, but this is a very long bar. We do not use such bars for my wafer preparation, so we need the thin wafers. So we cut the silicon into wafers. So we cut the silicon into wafers such that each wafer is like this. Okay, we cut the silicon into these wafers. But while cutting, if you look macroscopically, it's okay. But if you look at it microscopically, then we can see that the edge gets a lot of unevenness. Right, it gets a lot of unevenness. Thus what is done is a process of lapping is done, by which these unevenness are totally got rid of and the wafer becomes totally even. After this process is done, the wafer is now placed in a polishing tub, where some scrubbers come onto it and they rotate at high speeds while polishing the silicon wafer. Thus, at the end of this process, what do we have? We have silicon circular wafers. This is the process of my silicon wafer preparation. Now, after the wafer is prepared, we need to do several more processes to finally get the desired thing that we want. Those we will be discussing in the next video. Thank you for watching. Hope you like the video. Please like and subscribe my channel for more.